Alright everyone, today we're back to hip mobility but focused on internal and external rotation again. So if you remember, if you go back to that first week and we were looking at bringing your knee up and test the difference between the internal, external and your left and right side. But for today we're just going to work on how we can improve it. The focus is going to be on doing it through movement, so basically we're going to work on building mobility and strength just through increasing the range of movement, through movement itself. So I'm going to start off, lying our bellies, and move this down. If you've got a little block or set of books, that'd be great. Come down your belly, hands up in front, and you're just going to pop your foot on whatever elevated platform you might be using. From there, all we're going to try and do is drive this knee up as high as we can in the air. Alright, so head stays down, I'm just going to drive the knee up, hold, and then back down, nice and controlled. And again, drive it up, hold, back down, up, hold, back down. So it's working on that external rotation, but already it's already starting to cramp up and feel quite difficult on the hip. So anyone who's got quite weak hips or struggles with internal and external rotation, this is going to be very, very good, especially for stuff like deep squats, catching your cleans, snatches, anything like that where you drop it into a low squat position. You need that extra bit of stability and strength. This kind of stuff's going to be the little details that make a difference. If you haven't got an elevated platform or don't particularly want to use books, the option is to put your foot on the back of your knee and then just lift from there. What we're trying to avoid is, as we lift, is just rotating. So you don't want to push off, you want to try and keep your body in centre as still as possible. And as you lift, there's no change other than that knee coming up. Alright? The next one we've got, if you want, you can use something to lift over. And from there, we'll sit down on the floor, keep your opposite leg lifted up, bring your foot back, so it's roughly 90 degrees, and then we're going to pop our hand on a knee to keep the knee pinned down. What we don't want to do is be lifting the knee or twisting and lifting. Right? We want you to try and keep that knee pinned and then focus on lifting up, over and down. And you come down a bit more to my form. So from there, pin the knee down, lift up, get that rotation, across and down. Right? Lift it up as high as I can through the foot, driving it out, keeping it high, and back down. It's going to get the adductors firing off, it's going to get your hip flexors firing off, it's going to help build that range of motion, again, in the internal and external rotation. If you're quite weak there and you've had a few injuries, it's not going to be very pleasant, but it will help. Next, if you struggle, you might want to elevate yourself up a little bit for this one on the platform, just because it is quite tricky. So we'll come to our 90-90 position that we've done for the pigeons in the past, and other hip mobility drills. So one leg out in front at 90, one leg behind at 90. I'm sitting up on the block because I do struggle with this one a lot. So from there, what we're going to do is lift the foot first at the back, then lift the knee up as high as we can, bring it through, rotate as far as we can, and then lift it back up, rotate through, and then on the way back we want the knee to touch the floor first before the foot. Okay, so lift the foot first again, up, high as we can, rotate through as far as we can, bring it back, twist, knees down first, and then the foot. Go and get that full hip movement. For this one, I'll do slightly less reps because it can be quite intense, especially if you try and do it from the floor and keep yourself square. So lift up, get that movement through, back, big pop, knee to the floor first, and then the foot down. Ideally this front leg wants to be down, but that's going back to a lot of the glute mobility and releasing the glutes. For now, I just want to focus on the back hip as much as possible and getting that range. Alright, so I'd say 4 reps each leg, twice through. Chances are on the second set you might go into cramp. Final one, you might want something for balance. We're going to do from standing, and it's very, very similar. So we're going to lift the leg to the front, then we're going to rotate it round to the side, start twisting. A little pop again, right back round, bring it down, drive it back up behind, try to keep myself locked in nice and tight. rotate round to the side, round to the front and back. Try and keep the knees high as I can the full time, even as I'm rotating. And back down. Alright, so again for that one I've been about 6 to 8 reps, twice through each leg, working more on balance and stability and just the movement. If you're struggling to get your knee up high, just work on each time you do it, try and drive that a little bit higher, pause, then go into your movement, alright? Rather than just swinging it, try and control it nice and steady and work on building that strength, staying locked in nice and tight. Alright, enjoy everyone. Any questions, just drop me a message. Yeah, hope it goes well.